Okay, welcome everyone once again. And this is the introduction to the one of the 4 sessions about pre-primary children communicating confidently with Vanessa Reilly. So this practical webinar aims to encourage teachers to think about creating opportunities for their preschool and early primary age children to communicate confidently and use the English they're learning right from the start. In this session, you will look at fun activities to provide optimal conditions for preschool and lower primary children to start speaking. And this session is run by Vanessa Reilly. Vanessa is a teacher trainer, and materials writer. She loves teaching and is currently working with children from 3 to 6 years old, although she has taught learners of all ages. She has an MA in English language teaching, specializing in very young learners with distinction. She's the author of many books for Oxford University Press, including Oxford University Press teacher resource books, very valuable, both very young learners and writing with children. She is one of the co-authors of Oxford University Press primary course Learn With Us and of the pre-primary course Jump In. She also gives in-service teacher training to primary teachers in bilingual schools in Andalusia, but she regularly trains primary school teachers from around the world. Recently, Vanessa has also created a YouTube channel, and her future videos will be about global citizenship and sustainable development goals. Please welcome Vanessa.
Hi, everyone. You can hear me okay, yeah? Good. First of all, I want to say thank you to Anna and Oxford, Ukraine for inviting me. I feel extremely honoured. It really is a great pleasure. And I'll just repeat what Anna said, that everything in there on my PowerPoint you will see in a handout which will be made available at the end, and also I will point out there are flashcards for those of you who use Canva. You just say, yeah, okay, they're Canva. But these are the flashcards that I use with the children, and so you will see them on the screen, and I thought it would be great if you could just download them and use them if you wanted to. So welcome. Okay, my name's Vanessa, and we've got a very short time, really. I could talk for ages about teaching very young learners, so I've tried to limit it a little bit. Hi, everybody arriving. So I've limited it to what I wish I'd known 33 years ago when I started teaching. I can't do the PowerPoint animations with this application. So usually I would put the first photograph in and then the next photograph of me. So that's me the week I started teaching at 22. Yeah. And this is me not 22. So if you're good at adding, then you'll work it out. Okay, so what I've done is I have created a postcard for myself. So this is something that I would have sent to myself. I hope you can see that if I could have told myself 5 things when I was 22, it would have been, first of all, learn about routines. They're so important. The next thing would be repetition. Again, so important with the very small children. Another one is neuroscience, which I know some of you are thinking, is she going to tell us about that? Well, I will. I'll tell you about the bit that's relevant to us. And the next thing, so it's mostly ours because there's rewards, and recognition, which are so important. And one thing I'd have told myself from the very beginning would have been have fun. Okay. I was extremely nervous, very, very nervous, at teaching the very young children. I'd been trained, but I'd not actually taught English to them. So I was very nervous. And so my first thing would be to all of you is have fun doing it. Yeah. Now I'm going to start as I mean to go on with a bit of fun. and I'd like you to join in. Obviously, if you're watching from a public space, like a library or something, then join in quietly, okay? But here we go. So I'm going to start as I mean to go on, yeah? Now, I was very lucky. Anna mentioned that I did my master's a long time ago, actually. And one of my teachers was Mariel Blow, and she said, since the main purpose of teaching is so that our students will be able to use the language in real situations, we must at some stage provide the opportunities for appropriate practice. The earlier we introduce realistic practice, the better. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to start as I mean to go on. I love this quote by Einstein. Again, I would have shown you the first line and then the second line. You most probably know it. He was obviously asked by many parents or many caregivers about how to make your children intelligent. So he said, if you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Okay, it just makes me laugh because we all know about the importance of telling stories. So I'm going to start with a story. Are you ready? So now I'll show you this. I'm not going to spray it because I don't want it to go on my computer and everything shuts down. But this is magic mist. As you can see, it's got stars on it, so it's magic, okay? And it's just, you know, the typical ones that we have for spraying plants or spraying ironing, yeah? And I put stars on it, and that makes it magic, okay? This one has just got water in it. But if I know that people that I haven't got any children that are allergic to flowers, then I put about 5 very small drops of lavender oil in it. And if you see the quantity, then it's not very much. And lavender calms the children down. Okay, so this is very useful for me. And that I tell the children it's magic and it's going to make them calm. Okay, so here is my rhyme. 1, 2, 3, story time for you and me. And we're going to do this story. It's Hello, Goodbye. Now, it's one of my favorite stories, and sadly, it is no longer in the market. But the good thing is that there are lots of people, and I've put links in your handout, lots of people telling the story on YouTube. Okay, so we're going to do it. Here is Hello, Goodbye. Are you ready to join in? A tree stood quietly in the sunshine. Can you see something in the distance there? A big brown bear stepped up. Hello, he said very loudly. Can you say hello very loudly? Fabulous. Okay, give yourselves a pat on the back if you said it loudly. Are you ready? 2 bees flew over. Hello, hello, they said very busily. Can you say hello, hello very busily? Fabulous. Give yourself a fist bump. Okay. Along came a big red bird. What did the bird say? He said, hello, very quickly. Can you say hello very quickly? Great. Soon voices all over the tree were saying, hello, 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 hello. And if we have a circle of children, we can go around the circle. Little voices on the leaves said, hello. Squeaky voices on the branches said, hello. Deep down voices among the roots said, hello. Can you say a deep down hello? Fabulous. Give yourself a high five. Okay, you ready? So, suddenly a drop of rain fell on the bear's nose. Splash. Raindrops fell all over the bear. Splash, splash, splash. What do you think happens? Goodbye, goodbye, said the two bees very busily. Can you say goodbye very busily? Fabulous. Goodbye, said the big red bird very quickly. Can you say goodbye very quickly? What did all the voices on the tree say? Goodbye, 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 goodbye. What did the bear say very loudly? Goodbye. Okay. Everyone had gone. The tree stood quietly again. Hello, rain, it said very, very quietly. Can you say hello very, very quietly? Give yourself a pat on the back. Now, can you just write in the chat what was communicated in the story, when and why? Okay, I'll give you a minute. Okay. What was communicated in the story, when and why? Good. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Hello and different voices. Okay, great. So when did they say hello? Yeah. That's it. When everyone's coming, and then goodbye when everyone's leaving. We've got bees, we've got bird, we've got the forest, yeah? And hello in different voices. Yeah, so we're saying hello. And why are we saying hello? Somebody said above, when everyone comes, they say hello. When everyone goes, they say goodbye. Yeah, so it is convention, isn't it? Now, it's great classroom language to use with your pupils. Hello, goodbye, quietly, loudly, quickly. So I often use this, yet to make friends, some good, yet to greet each other. That's the thing. It's when we meet someone, we say hello. And when we go, we say goodbye. It's kind of social convention. It's what we do. Yeah. And great language there. So I say to the children, can you do this quietly? Okay. Can you do this a bit more loudly? Or you're doing that very loudly? We need to. Yeah. Being polite. Yeah. And so there's some great language in there. Very, very simple. Okay. Now we can act out the story. Okay. So the children enjoy, as many of you have been saying, we're doing it in different styles. The children enjoy playing with the language, saying the words in character, like a bee or a bird, or yeah. And they get the chance to communicate the language learned. Okay, it's very simple English. It's hello, goodbye, that's it. But the language is put into context. So everybody arrives, we say hello, everybody goes, we say goodbye. And the children are motivated to speak and to hear the sound of their own voice in English. That's a different one, isn't it? So, and if we include non-verbal, so hello, bye-bye, then for those of our students who are not verbal, we give them a way of communicating, yeah, by just saying hello or bye-bye. Now, I don't know whether you know this, but children hear about 5,000. Okay, yeah. Okay, little, yeah, true, Anna. Now, children hear about 5,000 hours of their mother tongue before they start to produce. I'm not sure whether you knew that. Now, we can, and these are some of the flashcards that you've got and you can download at the end. but we can teach happy, angry, tired or sleepy and sad. And so the children can say hello in a happy voice. How do you say hello when you're happy? Hello. How do you say hello when you're angry? Hello. And imagine it's the end of your class and you're tired or sleepy. Goodbye. So bye-bye or goodbye. And then you're sad. Goodbye. Yeah, so we're just playing with the same words in different ways. Yeah. And you have the flashcards. I've created those and made them available to you. So hopefully you'll be able to use those. Yeah. Now, the next thing is Gibbons said about language acquisition that one of the first things that young children or a young child learns is about here and now. Yeah. This is also referred to in early childhood development, a bit like tennis. So serve, return. Okay. So serve and return. That's what we talk about. And so if you think about your classes, what is the here and now or the serve and return in our classrooms? Can you think about that? So what is the here and now in our classrooms, or as I say, serve and return? Have a think. What do you think? Just what we're talking about, saying hello, saying goodbye. Yeah. And then we're going to look a bit more in a moment. Yeah. Of more serve and return. Often, yeah, communication. Lilia, great. That is serve and return. Yeah. Listen and repeat. Yes, that's what it is. That's what happens. The serve and return with parents or caregivers is listen and repeat. The children listen and repeat, or once they're understanding, they listen and they return and a reply. So yeah, some great replies here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm here and I'm saying that. Yeah. Great. So there's some great replies here. Now, how do we plan for children to communicate confidently in our classroom? Okay. Now, what I'm going to look at, and as I said, everything here, yeah, is repetition. Yeah, they're all there. Great. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share all of these and you'll get the handout. But here and now in my young learners classroom is routines, repetition, as you're saying, serve and return, listen and repeat, yeah, role play, drama, and then recycling or reviewing all the time. Yeah. And I've added sun. In my son, it's fun. The reason I've done a sun is because where I teach in Spain, I say to the children, you're a sun. That means you're a star, really. Eres un sol. It means you're a star. And so I use the sun idea. And I'll show you this. All right, wait a minute. Okay. So, yeah, input to get output. Use English yourself. Have an English only puppet or mascot, and I will show you mine in a moment. Use simple instructions and sentences. Use songs, use stories, use fun and games, use flashcards and actions, and use your tone of voice. Okay. So, oh yeah, the solar system. Okay, I'm just looking at Anna's. Now, I wanted to show you this. Can you see it? This is mine. This is my registration for the children, okay? They have their names. So we use, can you see these? They're, like the Tetra Brick tops. So they were sent in for recycling and from the parents. And so we recycle them to make our registration. So what happens is all of the tops are in a basket or a bag, and the children go and find their name and put it next to their picture. So very, very quickly, I can see that these children are missing. Yeah. Is that okay? So you've got photographs of that, and I put a link in so that you can contact me if you need to. Okay. Now, let me go on. Right. Our English only puppets. Here are my English only puppets. And they're so important. I've got Cookie. Hello. Say hello to Cookie. I've got Frankie. Here's Frankie. Yeah. And I've also got Sydney. I've had Sydney longer than them all. Hello. And the good thing is that they get children's attention. Yeah. They only speak English. They can mirror the children's feelings. So Sydney gets shy a lot. So he hides a lot. And the children say, hello, Sydney. And then he comes out. And they are the children. My puppets are the children's friend, and the children will talk happily to them. So I often see them talking to the puppets. And it's very important that we put our puppets. Okay, I'm going to put him in his bed. Okay, it's important that we don't throw our puppets, because the children get a bit upset when they see their puppets thrown. And the children love the puppets. Okay. Now, confidence boosting, this is what we're going for. We want the children to feel confident. Now, this is true for children, but actually it's true for anybody learning a language. I don't know whether you agree. Okay, it's Brewster Ellis and Gerard said, most children equate learning a second language with being able to speak it. Well, actually, we all do. Yeah, learning a second language, no matter what the language, we want to be able to speak it, don't we? Learning their mother tongue seemed, learning L1, it seemed relatively easy. And they expect it to be the same in the second language. They want immediate results. And even in their first lesson. So the fact that they can say hello, goodbye, and then say their name. To maintain any of the initial motivation, children need to be given opportunities to speak. So that's what we're going to look at, okay? Now, what do all children have in common? Okay. I know lots of you are saying they're small. Yeah, okay. I'll give you a clue. They are very egocentric. The majority of them are. And they like talking about themselves and what is important to them, which is good. So, they believe, they are honest. So true. They are very honest. It's so true and positive. Now, what's your favorite is a great question, because I can use it to reactivate any language that they've learned. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite number? What's your favorite toy, animal, food, whatever they've learned? I say, what's your favorite? That's my action for favorite. You might have a different action. They like to play. They've got curiosity. They like truth. Very true. Now, one thing that I found really interesting, and when I talked about neuroscience, I could see maybe that some of you were thinking, what's she talking about? But Geraldine Laborious said, one of the things which has puzzled me for a long time is this. If someone wants to become an electrician, the first thing they are shown and taught about is how a fuse box works. So why aren't teachers also taught about the human fuse box and how that works? We do a little bit, but I had to do a lot more reading. Now, the work by Dr. Judy Willis, I don't know whether you know her, but she is a neurologist, but she's also a teacher. So she used her work to inform teaching. She's a secondary teacher, And so reading her work has always helped me understand this human fuse box, as we can call the brain. Now, Dr. Judy Willis's research is neuroimaging, yeah? And so she's saying that teachers need to be prepared with foundational knowledge, yeah? And why? Because it will help us to increase the effectiveness of our teaching and build and sustain the students' joy of learning, yeah? So, what am I going to talk about? Well, very, very quickly, because we haven't got a lot of time, is that she talks about two filters. The first filter is RAS, or reticular activated system. And that is when novelty, surprise, color, and unexpected events, yeah? It's how the information gets into our brain, okay? The next part is the second filter. So the affective filter is in the amygdala. So when the amygdala is in a safe state and emotions are positive, yeah, the information is passed on to the reflective memory making and thinking networks in the brain. So why is that important to us as teachers? Well, she also talks about dopamine, yeah, in neuroimaging. So that is a neurotransmitter. And when learning is associated with pleasure, dopamine is released. And it increases focus and helps the brain stay alive, which is what we're aiming for, isn't it? We're aiming for to keep the children activated and their brain alive. So, why is this so important to us as language teachers? Well, I'm very visual. So when I first read this, I had this image of the amygdala almost like being a siren. So when the children were over stressed, when they were stressed, it was almost as if the amygdala was like a siren going on and off, like I'm stressed, yeah. So I say, don't overactivate the amygdala. Teaching a lesson in a language that students don't understand without using TPR, so total physical response actions, or pointing to objects and flashcards, or looking at stories or other techniques can make the amygdala stressed. So we want to use all these visual things so that the children are calm, yeah, and that they learn. Yeah, so that's why for me, neuroscience was very important and I needed to know about it. Now, what we're going to do is straight into some activities. Routine was in my postcard to myself. And what routine language would I like the children to know? Well, obviously, hello, goodbye, which is why we did, or bye-bye. I'd like them to learn the weather, because in a lot of the schools that I go into, I have to do the weather as our meet and greet with the children. And I want them to understand and respond to these questions. So serve and return. What's your name? How are you? How old are you? As soon as they start to understand age, yeah? And what's your favorite? These are the things that I would like them to know when we finish preschool, okay? Not in the first week, yeah, okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at a song. Are you ready? So Anna is going to put this song on for you. Are you ready? If not, I can sing it for you. Are you ready? If you want to. Okay. So the actions are, watch me.
Hello, what's your name? Hello, what's your name?
I'm Frankie, hello. I'm Frankie, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Okay, I'll stop it there so you can hear me. Okay, the actions are, hello, What's your name? Now, this is the action that the teachers in the schools that I go and teach at name, because the children have their name on a label. So the teacher says, look for your name. And so I use it in English. So they say, busca tu nombre. And I say, look for your name. Yeah. So, hello, what's your name? I'm, hello. And then, hi, how are you? I'm fine. Thank you. Okay, they're my actions. You might do something different. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, thank you. I have a colleague who does a bow for thank you. Okay, it's kind of fun as well. Now, what I did was I created from cleaning cloths, I created my characters as masks. Yeah, so you could do the same thing with whatever your characters or whoever your characters are. Okay, but they're just from cleaning cloths and some felt. Yeah, okay, and you've got the pictures there. Now we play the hello game. So the children sit in a circle. You can see our flashcards. So I have the flashcards of let's make a circle, and the children sit in a circle. Yeah. And then with this game, I start in the middle and I go, and if you see, I've got 3 children out there, because I start on my own and I go to one child and I say, hello, what's your name? And that child says, Sergio, and yeah, what's your name? And then it continues. So he goes, so we join a line and I follow behind, and he goes to another child and says, hello, what's your name? And the child says, I'm Anna. Hello. And then now, as I said, we only have 3 children up at the same time and me. So I say, bye-bye, everyone. And it's a signal to sit down. Yeah. And we play this game a lot. They love it. Yeah. Now, another one that might be, instead of hello, what's your name? Once we know everyone's name, it might just be hello, Anna, hello. And they join together in the line. And then again, the signal is bye-bye, everyone. Another day might be good morning, Anna. Yeah. Or it might be good afternoon, Julia. Okay. So it just depends on what you want to concentrate on. Now, we talked before about, the importance of feelings. So, Anna, if you want to just put the song there. Okay, so it's hello, how are you? I'm happy, and you. Are you ready?
Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? I'm happy. And you? I'm happy too.
If I was standing up, I would dance around, but I can't because I'm on my desk.
Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you?
I'm sad. And you?
I'm sad too. Hello, how are you? Oh, hello.
Right, I'll sing the end. Hello, how are you? Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Yeah? Okay. I'm sleepy. And you? I'm sleepy too. Are you ready? The kids actually love joining in with the music. Yeah. So we often will switch. Once they know it, then we switch off the sound and the children join in and they love it. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to do that. Now, The next thing is we need to do the weather in the schools that I go into, and so I do it with the children. Now it's serve and return. Are you ready? So watch.
Oh, it's sunny today, yes it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's sunny today, yes it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's sunny today. Oh, it's sunny today. Oh, it's sunny today, yes it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so as you see, this is it's a serve and return song. Oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. So as you see, that's serve and return in our classroom. Okay. So this is the thing, is that often our weather is right. Today, it's very hot where I am. Okay. Thank you. I don't think I could have been an actress, because I don't think I could take the flack. They get a lot of, but yeah, thank you anyway. So the thing is that if you notice in communication, there is an information gap they talk about. That's in real life communication. So often when we ask the time, okay, I haven't got a watch on, so I ask, what time is it? Yeah, it would be natural to ask, what time is it, if I had my watch on and I thought my watch was wrong. So that again is real communication. So I try to create that with my bags. Okay, this is my surprise bag, and in my surprise bag it is the weather. Yeah. And so what happens is, okay, it's sunny in Kiev. Oh, lovely. It's very sunny here as well. Right, I've got something in my bag. Try and guess, what's the weather in my bag? Okay, right, I'll answer a lot of these questions. It's sunny. No. Sorry, Diana, no. What's the weather like? It's rainy. Think. Cloudy. Think. Wait a minute. Wait, snowy. Yes. Here we go. It's snowy. It could be stormy. Okay, so what I do is, there is one thing in the bag and the others have to guess. And then it could be, it's hot, it might be that. It could be an umbrella and they have to guess. Or it might be some sunglasses and they have to guess. Yeah, there's lots of things. They're just things that are, lying around the house, and they go in my magic weather bag for my weather game. Yeah, and the children, it just creates an information gap, and it's a good reason to actually communicate what's the weather, because we can look and say what's the weather, but where I live in Seville, we practice it's sunny and it's hot a lot, and we don't necessarily practice it's rainy and it's cold too much. Yeah, okay. So now make the most of again moments. This is really important, because the children love playing this, and they say again, again, again. And so I do that. Because Lynn Cameron, many of you were talking about repetition before in the chat. Now, Lynn Cameron found that a new word needs to be met at least 5 or 6 times before it has any chance of being learnt. Yeah, that's really important. Yeah. So that means we need songs and games and activities where the children are repeating the same language just to make it more memorable. Yeah, I've put this is in your handout. So now surprise is a big one. Okay, surprise in the classroom, as I said to you before, it could just be a box. Yeah, and I put objects or flashcards in the box. Yeah, and once the children are used to this technique, then I could add a second element of surprise. So I might say, oh, look, oh no, they've disappeared. Can you help me find them? And they're around the classroom. Yeah, I could add flashcards. I say, oh, look at this. This wasn't here before. I wonder who put it there. Sydney, did you put it there? Yeah, so there's lots of communication. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. Children just adore physics. Now, this is magic, this box, if you see. Now, I also use that box with older students when they bring something in and it's not meant to be in class, and it goes in my magic box to the end of the class. Yeah, it's magic. Yeah, they can't get it till the end of the class. Yeah. Now, if you cannot teach me to fly, teach me to sing. This was in Peter Pan. Yeah. And what we're trying to do is getting the children to fly. Yeah. We want them to be able to communicate the language that we've taught them. Okay. Now, teaching children to sing in the target language certainly helps them to fly. Tim Murphy said something. He talked about SSITHP. That sounds terribly technical. It's song stuck in the head phenomenon. Yeah. Songs just get stuck in our head. Think when you switch off the radio in the morning, if you spend all day singing the same song. I do. Yeah. So if we expose the children in our classes to a catchy song with the right language, okay, they can leave our class and spend the rest of the day singing our curriculum. Amazing. Singing in English. Yeah. Parents often say to me, oh, it was fabulous. They were singing to me in English. Yeah. And they just, it gives the children. Yeah. And songs with a lot of repetition and that incorporate movement are great. Yeah. Now, this is really important. This is an important thing. It's not in your handouts, but I say to the children, I don't know whether it happens in Ukraine, but it happens a lot here in Spain. When children come out of school, the parent or the caregiver says, say something in English. That's really difficult. Yeah. If someone says to me, say something in English, I say, what do you want me to say? Yeah. So I say to the children, if anybody says that to you, sing, just sing them a song. And the parents, and they're, wow, they know English because they can sing in sentences. They love it. Now, if you can't find a song that does what you need, just write one. That sounds terribly flippant, and I don't mean it in a flippant way at all. But look at this song, okay? The song is a traditional tune. Yeah, na 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 na. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. So, do you like sandwiches? Do you like sandwiches? Do you like sandwiches? Yes, I do. Are you ready? Paul Danner's like, oh my goodness, here we go.
Do you like sandwiches?
Yes, I do.
Do you like sandwiches?
Yes, I do.
Do you like sandwiches? Do you like sandwiches? Do you like sandwiches?
Yes, I do.
Do you like cheese?
Yes, I do.
Do you like cheese?
Yes, I do.
Do you like cheese? Do you like cheese?
Right. Do you like cheese? Yes, I do. Okay, now this is she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. So Olena, who says, I need this song, go onto the internet and put in she'll be coming round the mountain. And from that, you can sing anything. Have you got a dog? Yes, I have. Do you like spaghetti? Are you tall? Yes, I am. You change whatever the question is. Yeah. So just make it what you need it to be. Okay. Now, one thing I wanted to show you, should we do this experiment? I was going to do an experiment with you. I'm not sure if I've got time. Do you want to do that? Yeah. Okay. This is Kim's game. Now, if you look, the photograph is in black and white. Okay, so have a look at the photograph. Look at it carefully. We're going to do an experiment about color. Okay, I'll give you another 20 seconds. Remember, you're adults here, so okay. Write down as many of the items of fruit that you can remember from the photograph. Okay. Okay. Just write it down. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't. Not in the chat. Write it down for yourself. So just write it, make a list for yourself so that you can remember. Okay. Now I'm going to show you another picture. Are you ready? Look at this picture. Don't write anything down. Just wait. Have a look at the picture. Concentrate on the picture. Try and remember what you can see. Okay. Think, concentrate. Okay, now for yourself, write down as many as you can, yeah, of the ones that you saw in this new photograph. A new list. Sorry, I should have made that very clear. A new list. So not the list from before, but a new list. Wow. We've got lots of people are remembering lots of things now. So now compare what you've written. Which was your best score? Black and white or colour? Maybe we should have done a poll. Sorry, Anna. Maybe I should have done a... Yeah. Colour. Everybody's saying, yeah, B. Colour. Which photo did you find easiest to remember? Yeah. Now remember, we are adults. So think of children. Yeah. That's why I use so many colourful, yeah, flashcards. All my flashcards are in colour. Okay. It can, okay, for photocopies, I try not to use black and white photocopies. And I know colour ones are expensive, so I use flashcards, which is why we've got them there, or I use my book. Yeah, okay. Now, games add a variation. Yeah, so there's lots of, if you see, it is even more interesting for me to memorize. Yeah, okay, true. In colour, it's so much more. Yeah, it's you remember so much more in colour. Yeah. There are lots of studies, but I haven't got time today. But actually, we learn in colour, and we do learn best in colour. There are so many. I could, Anna, if you want me to, I can give you the links for that if people would like them. Now, games. We're going to do 3 games and then we're going to stop, okay? So games add variation to a lesson and increase motivation by providing a plausible incentive to use the target language, to use English, yeah? Remember that many children between 4 and 12, so our primary ages, maybe 3 and 12, especially the youngest, language learning will not be the key motivational factor. Yeah, games provide the stimulus, and the game context makes the foreign language immediately useful to the children. It brings the target language to life. So to be able to play, we need to speak English, and we need to use English for this, yeah, which is really important. So we're going to do 3 games, yeah, and I've given you the materials for those games. The first game is called Jumpity Jump. So I've put, this is one of my favorite. I've got lots of favorite games, but we're going to look at 3 today. So we play Jumpity Jump or Hoppity Hop, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, because they're both jumping and they're both hopping. Yeah. Now, if you see, you've got the flashcard of let's play. So are you ready to play? Now, I'm going to have to move the desk back to make sure I've got place to hop. Are you ready? So what we do is, Jumpity Jump is this. Yeah, it's jumping up and down like, woo, yes, I'm excited. Yeah. And so it's to release nervous energy. Yeah, it's a good game for children to release nervous energy. And what we do is we use it to repeat any language, but then I slot in the flashcards of a number of the frogs or a number of the rabbits. Are you ready? So here we go. Say out loud, chicken. Everybody, chicken. And they, yeah. As the children get older, we might do, I like chicken, yeah, or I hate chicken, depending on whether they like it or not. Are you ready? So chicken, spaghetti, fabulous spaghetti, sandwiches, hoppity hop. You ready? Okay, so you get the idea. Again, cheese, and they say cheese. Chocolate, chocolate, jumpity jump. Yeah, so as you get the idea that they have to move about, so they're repeating. Yeah, it is very funny. They're repeating the English, but they're waiting to see, and they're actually dying for the frog to appear. They really want the frog to appear, or the rabbit, depending on who is your mascot for Jumpity Jump. Now, another game that the children love is the fishing game, okay? Now, this is either fishing for pictures with the small children. So what I do is, as you see, I put a magnet on my flashcard so I don't destroy my flashcard, and the children come and they fish the word. Yeah, it's a great one because I teach them slowly. So in the story, they learn quietly, loudly. Yeah, this one is slowly or carefully. Yeah, and they love this game. And you can play it with older learners. I've actually played it with first certificate students. Imagine how much more fun phrasal verbs are when you're fishing the verb and its equivalent. Yeah, so it can be quite fun, and it works on eye-hand coordination. Yeah, now with the children, you can either have the fishing rod, which is made out of a duster, a feather duster. Okay, or you could just have the string with the magnet on the end. Yeah, you don't have to have this if you don't want to. They love this game though. Now this is my third game, and it's called Flashcard Tower. Now I've put a link to a video there that you can watch someone playing it. But basically we use cups that have been thrown away, and I wash them out, and then I put numbers on them. And so what happens is the children, they put one down and we say, sandwiches, and then we put it there. And then the next one, so number 2, let's see, I need more flashcards are in here. Okay, so salad, and we put that there. And then number 3, are you ready? And we've got jumper to jump, and they jump up and down if we want to, and we put them there. And so we build it up, or we knock it down, which is what they love. They love that. Yeah. Okay. And there we go. So that is the flashcard, and it's really funny. They try it at home. It's really fun. They love it. Yeah. And I'm sure you will as well. Okay. Now, boosting their confidence. So give your students chance to succeed. I know that sounds silly, but it's important. And praise, praise, praise. Yeah, I praise the children all the time. Yeah, I'm like, fabulous. And I can see people who are in my class thinking, that's not so fabulous. And I'm thinking, it is for him or it is for her. So for me, praise needs to be personal. Okay, I've got a note to myself here. Praise needs to be personal. Yeah, we've got to make sure that we praise children for them. Okay, Vygotsky, this is there, but you are the experts. So as I said to Anna and Julia, I said that these teachers are the experts in their children. Yeah. So as Vygotsky said, he said, I can see how each of my children can achieve and progress. I can scaffold and support their communication, and then I can gradually remove support when the children are confident to do an activity on their own. But as we know, we can't completely remove it. Okay, so that's the thing. So what we're going to do now is, because as I said, one of the most important things for a teacher is that they can send the pupil home in the afternoon, liking themselves just a little better than when they came in the morning. And that is so important. So rewards and recognition, okay? Stickers and stampers. So we can use stickers and stampers. I also use things like, so I've got stampers like this, but I also use smellies. Yeah, it's a lip balm, okay? And we put it on their hand, for instance, okay? Another thing is high fives or fist bumps. And this is one that the children really love, which is give yourself a pat on the back. Yeah? Give yourself a pat on the back. They love it. It's so simple. And say, that is great. Give yourself a pat on the back. Yeah. Now, I've put lots of information there for you about what we can say to the children. Okay. But I want to finish because I can see some of you need to go. So this is all in your handouts. I'm going to jump. You can read this, but I want you to realize this one very important thing, okay? A teacher affects eternity. He or she can never tell where his or her influence stops. And I truly believe that, yeah? Thank you to all of you for coming along this afternoon. And thank you for being in charge and involved in educating the very young. You won't believe how important your job is. So I want to finish with this video of a young teacher, and she says her motto is, today is a new day with a new opportunity to make your world a better place. So shall we watch, Maddie?
Day. It's a new day with a new opportunity to make your world a better place to be.
About 15 minutes into class, we take a moment to just be present together.
Here we go, breathe in. Breathe out for 5, 4.
I try to share with them something useful or some type of information that I wish I would have known.
That's right, and if you brought any stressors, depressors, or anxieties in with you today, I want you to let them know that you'll be with them later and just throw them out the door or throw them out the window, because all you gotta worry about right now is it's not gonna be that bad. That's right.
We have a quote that we all say together, which is,
It's a new day with a new opportunity to make your world a better place to be.
one of my biggest things that I try to remind myself of is that I'm teaching future humans. I'm not teaching test takers.
If I knew one thing when I was younger, here's what I wish I would have known. Emotions are a lot like the weather. And if you wait a little bit of time, it's probably going to change.
Kids aren't computers and they can't be all analytics and all data all the time. And their emotional needs don't stop the moment they leave their parents' car.
So let's take a deep breath. You ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. The storm will pass and things will change. So it's up to you to give time some time.
They continue to have those needs and learning experiences throughout the school day. And so it's not only important that they learn science in my class, but also it's important that they learn how to regulate themselves and how to be a good human.
If you were mean to someone yesterday or made bad decisions the day before that, I forgive you because today, with a new opportunity to make your world a better place to be.
Okay, so can you hear me? So I'll say bye-bye to some of you are going, but I just love this idea of how we can make the world a better place, and that's our job. Yeah, and you can do that now. You've got a handout, so thanks so much, Julia. If you download the handout, at the end there is a link. There's lots of links, like to videos that I am uploading to YouTube of ideas. But if you can, please get the opportunity. I've put the link to this is a teacher from Yale University, and she's talking about why and how to invest in early childhood development. It's a long video, so it's about 50 minutes, but it's worth it. So you could do 5 minutes, another 5 minutes, but it's so important. Thank you so much for coming. And hopefully I will see you another time. Yeah. There are questions. Thank you so much to everybody. Let me have a look, because there are questions in. Okay. Okay. Reading and writing. Okay. Okay. Ala, I would say that reading and writing for me is once they understand that an alphabet holds meaning in their mother tongue. So that is the important thing. That it's not important that they're reading and writing in English. In English, I want them to be listening, to be speaking. And once they are ready, I would say. So I think it's a good to start teaching young children to read and write when they are ready. When I see, as I said, Vygotsky, you are the experts in your children. Yeah. Okay. So I would say when they're ready, and it could be 3 years. When the children learn age 3, they're not ready. Age 4, they're really not ready. Maybe age 5, once they've done it for 2 years, then I think that they're ready. Or my students, but not right. Okay. I mean, you might have a different idea, because it depends on your government as well, what they decide, or your school setting. Some schools insist, but for me, I want them to be confident in speaking first. That's the important thing. Okay. Any more questions? I hope I've answered your question, Ala. Hope so.
There is one from Natalia. Okay. Which number of students is the maximum for the activities that you shared?
Okay. Okay, right. I've done these with 20 children, like 25 children, maybe a little bit more than that. Where I work, there are not meant to be more than 25 children in the class. Yeah. But sometimes there may be 26, 27 when they can't open a new group. Yeah. They open a new group when there are 28 and 30 children, but usually 25. What should I do if my primary school student doesn't like singing and dancing and feels uneasy? Okay. Okay, right. The thing is, as I would say, never force them. Yeah. Don't force them if they don't like the singing and dancing. Everyone is different. Yeah. Everybody is different. And I don't mean every child, I mean everybody is different. And so there'll be certain things that our students don't like, some of them. So for me, if it's wait a minute, if it's a student in a private class, don't force them. They don't need to be forced. Yeah. If it's in a group of 25 children, then what I tend to do is I will get everyone to act out, maybe, but not sing, because not a lot of the children maybe want to sing. So they do the actions, and so I can see that they're understanding the song if they're doing the actions in the right place. So if I say, you know, hello, what's your name? They may be not singing hello, what's your name, but if they do the actions, then I know they've understood the words in English. Yeah. Okay. Alexandra, yeah. I would find out how old is the child you're talking about. Sorry, that's a private thing, so yeah. But I would find out what they like. Yeah, I really would find out what that child likes doing. And maybe they like watching videos of someone singing, but they don't like singing themselves. So they still get the singing, but they're watching a video. Yeah. So it would be a good idea to find out what the student likes. Yeah. Sometimes you can reach students. I mean, I've reached students through dinosaurs. I know that sounds silly, but I've had students who love dinosaurs and not like something else. And I found an activity with dinosaurs because I knew that it would appeal to that child. Yeah. And actually found like dinosaurs in different colors and things like that. So it depends on what they like. Alexandra, do you know what this child likes? Sorry, I'm not sure if I'm in the right place. Yeah. I'm not sure if I've answered. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know whether the yeah is I've answered or yeah. Okay. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't.
Right. Okay. I'm back. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think the room is going to close in about 4 minutes.
Okay.
So I would like to thank Vanessa from the bottom of my heart to agreeing to do such a beautiful session. I'm going to stop the recording now.